Hi guys, welcome back to the kitchen. We are going to do something useful today. Waste not, want not. I have my bag of pea pods from shelling my last batch of peas, and somebody gave me the great idea, Rachel, look up pea pod soup. So I did look that recipe up. I just don't think our family would enjoy it. It's a cool summertime soup that maybe you would like though, so definitely research that recipe. But what I'm gonna do today, I just got in from the garden and I picked a couple small onions, one of each, yellow, white, red. Small, they were a little bit crowded where they were, so I took those out. I grabbed 3 carrots. What else did I grab? A bunch of parsley. I grabbed 3 garlic scapes out of the freezer and my peas. We are going to make a vegetable broth. I've never canned vegetable broth before, but I've used many recipes that have called for that, and I just tend to substitute with chicken broth that I have on hand. So this is going to be another stock that I can very quick whip up and can. So maybe it's something you guys can think about also doing with scraps from your garden. Maybe you've got a bunch of carrots that didn't quite produce for canning up carrots or small onions. And here's a way that you can take all those little things and make something in a big batch and yummy. So let's head over to the stove. First I need to wash up these vegetables real quick though. Okay, I'm gonna start with 4 cups of water. And I may add more, but we'll see how full this pot gets. And you can chop your veggies. I'm not doing that. Easy, easy here. So we're just going to trim the tops just so that they fit and throw the onion bulb in there whole. Throw our scapes in. Oh, one more onion. Pretty much making this recipe up. I did research how to make vegetable broth, but I'm kind of just making it up. Yep, let me go grab a different pot. Just use my water bath canner pot. And I am just throwing all the carrot tops in with it. And then we'll throw in our bag of pea pods. And then we're going to add salt, some peppercorns, and then I'll cover it with water. Okay, I probably threw in maybe, I don't know, 7 or so peppercorns, 8. All right, let me fill this up, and then we're going to boil this for 45 minutes. Okay, so hopefully you guys can see, like if I just push on this, the water's covering it, but not too much that it's going to get too diluted. So onions, garlic scapes, the pea pods, a few carrots, and oh, there's even a stem of broccoli in there. Okay, so I'm going to bring this to a boil. Once it comes to a boil, we'll simmer it for 45 minutes. It's just about at boiling, so I'm going to go ahead and cover it and turn it down, and we will start that 45-minute timer. All right, it is done with the 45 minutes. So let's take a peek. It smells good. It smelled up the whole house. So I'm going to get this, take you guys with, and we'll strain it off, and we should have about, I don't know, I was gonna guess, but then I forgot how much water I put in here. So we'll see how much we get, and then I'll get started on canning it up. Okay, so I did bring up pints and quart jars. So if you have ever needed broth for a recipe, sometimes you need a lot, sometimes you need a little. So rather than always having to crack open a quart and not need it all, I will can up some pints too. It's such a pretty color. Come on. And I'm just pouring it through a sieve so it just collects the little bits. And I'm filling it to 1 inch of headspace. So I should have brought up my canner to get that going. I'm gonna go ahead and get all this filled up. I'll bring you guys back when the canner's loaded and let you guys know how much did this make. Okay, I'm going to bring this up to, for my elevation, 10 pounds of pressure, and then we will pressure can it for 90 minutes since I do have quarts in there. And I'll bring you guys back when it's all said and done and we'll take a peek at it. So again, super easy way that if you've got, whether you've been cooking and you have vegetable scraps or you have vegetables from your harvest that have like waste from it, like I did with the pea pods or carrot tops, the ends of carrots, carrot gratings, all those fun things. Don't forget about canning vegetable broth. We hear a lot of people always talk about canning chicken stock, chicken broth, turkey stock, turkey broth, but no one ever talks about canning vegetable broth. And I'm excited to have this on the pantry shelf. It's going to be a new pantry staple for us, and I'm glad that somebody gave me the idea, thank you who you are, about the pea pod soup. So I will try to find a pea pod soup recipe below too, and leave the description below for you guys if you're interested in that. And I will try to jot down a quick idea recipe for making this vegetable stock. You can make vegetable stock out of any vegetable scraps and herbs that you have on hand for the most part. So if you don't have exactly what I have, don't let that discourage you, because you can make all sorts of vegetable broth using all your goodies from your garden or even just scraps from cooking dinner. So hang on tight. I'll be back with you here in about an hour and a half. It's probably the one thing that I've noticed the difference in my All-American canner versus my Presto is, even though the gauge will say it's at 0 pounds of pressure, when you take the weight off, there's still a pressure release that happens. Lordy, I just pulled all those out, had the camera going, and it stopped recording. So I got, whoops, the 6-7 pints and 2 quarts. So that's not bad for a last minute. Hey, great idea. Let's make some vegetable broth with our scraps. Go grab a couple things out of the garden to toss in. And I bet a lot of you guys have a lot of this stuff right now coming in out of your gardens that you can make another great resource to have on your pantry shelves, to toss into meals, have for soups, pasta salads, whatever you want to use it for. So thanks guys. Hope this was a little bit inspiring of ways that you can use a lot of things that would probably otherwise be composted or tossed out. So yeah, now give me ideas on your favorite recipes to use vegetable broth in down in the description below, and maybe you'll see it in a future video. Thanks guys for watching.